joining MAGA 202425, headquarters of Making Africa Great Again. We have exclusive knowledge that Africa has called the police. As you may know, there has been a back and forth regarding their execution of a parenting plan. You will hear in an audio clip provided exclusively to us Africa speaking with a police department's dispatcher. That dispatcher will hear the breakdown of everything that's been happening up until now. Africa provides that intel and gives the dispatcher the nitty-gritty. Please continue to tune in and listen in as we continue to watch this developing story. The dispatcher promises that a responding deputy will be in touch with her as soon as possible. Africa is hoping that that deputy will contact her before the meeting time and place. Stay tuned. Again, thanks for watching. MAGA 202425, headquarters of Making Africa Great Again. Back to you, Bob.
For non-emergency police response regarding police reports or you need a law enforcement officer to respond, press 1. To complete a police report by phone between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m., Monday through
Wait while I transfer your call.
Communications on a recorded line. Is this call an emergency?
No, sir.
All right, how can I help you?
Well, I'm having an issue with my ex-husband. We have a parenting plan, and every Saturday we have to exchange our daughter. And last Saturday he drove off with her in the front seat because she's been resisting him. The time before that, he squeezed her in the door jamb, trying to get her and tie her into her car seat because she's been resisting him. And so last Saturday, he really, wanted to take her because it was Christmas time and stuff like that. So he said that he was going to take her, regardless. So he pulled off, and I recorded it with her in the front seat. And so I just don't know what to do. I wanted to stand there. So what happened, I stood there while he got her. And so he took her with him and sat in the front seat. So I was standing there to make sure he could get her in her car seat because that was the problem before. He couldn't get her in the car seat. So I just waited to make sure that he could at least get her in the car seat. And he wanted me to leave, I guess. And I just don't know what to do because I can understand where he may feel that maybe she'll calm down if I'm gone. But I just know how hard it was for him. And it hasn't been a problem before. She would get into the car seat and tell me bye. She's 2 years old. So, it hadn't been a problem before, but it was just after she came back with the bad diaper rash. And I told him, I think, maybe she just needs to warm up. I don't know what the problem is. But she's at the sight of him. She's been crying ever since. It started just before Thanksgiving that she had the diaper rash. So, and I have it documented on 11/26. So since then, she's just been resisting him. She doesn't want him to touch her. She cries at the sight of him. So now all of a sudden it's a hard time for her to get in the car seat. So, and I don't know if I should leave because, I think part of it is whether or not he can get her in the car seat or if she's okay. I just don't know what to do. So he left with her, like I said, just the last visit on last Saturday with her riding in the front seat because I was still there. And then, so I was leaving, he drove into a residential area and parked. And then I went home. I wasn't sure what to do because I figure if we meet in the grocery store, I won't know what he's doing with her or what, I just don't know outside of my view. I don't know how to deal with it. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, should I make sure that she gets in her car seat, that he can handle it? The fact that, and then he has an open criminal case right now because he killed his neighbor's two cats. And he punched me in my face, and that's why we're no longer together. So
Hmm.
I just know that he can be violent, and I'm scared now because I don't want him to continue to physically force her. And I want to at least witness what's happening to her if there's anything happening, because like I said, the time that I did see it, he literally had her pinned between the door frame and her
Hmm.
car seat as she was trying to get out. So I just want somebody to
All right, and,
witness it, if it's not me, to make sure that he can get her in her car seat and that she's okay. I just don't know what to do.
all right, and what grocery store does this exchange happen at? Or did this exchange happen at last Saturday?
Yeah, it just happened. So every Saturday we're doing this. And since the 26th of November, we've been having this issue with her getting in a car seat. So I was
Okay.
telling
What
him,
grocery
yeah.
store does this happen at so I can
Oh,
have like
so it
like
wasn't at the
know which?
it wasn't at the grocery store. It's at Dunkin'.
I'm just going to put in here to have a deputy give you a call, all right? So just bear with me like all that typed in here.
Okay.
Alrighty, and what is your first and last name?
My name is Africa, Africa.
All right, I do have all of this in here. All right, so we're going to have a deputy give you a call as soon as they can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We are out here in tumultuous weather, here no matter what, through rain, sleet, hail, or snow, letting you know that we are in for the fight. We will see it until the end. The police has notified her that they will not intervene in any parenting plan, that there is no need to worry, that the police will not help to hold the child down, tie it down, break it down in order to enforce such a parenting plan. That if there is a need to take a child and hold a child down, whether fighting, screaming, biting, pulling, kicking, pinching, scratching, that they would need a direct order from the judge with wet ink. The police advised Africa to notify the ex-husband slash baby's daddy to the facts that if the baby is broken down into a tantrum, if the baby decides and fights and screams that they do not want to go with the father, that mom, that Africa, it would be okay to let him know that that child will not be permitted to go. So, rest assured, the child will be protected. There is no more need for utter breakdowns, but to advise that the child's protection and state of being is of the utmost importance. Thanks again for listening and tuning in to MAGA 202425, Making Africa Great Again.